So, can I count on you to keep me in line?
End of stream sub.
Hail and well met, fellow adventurers. Welcome back. Happy Thursday. Hope you're all doing well. Tonight we're going to play some more Pillars of Eternity. We have finished the majority of the DLC. There's only one thing left. We're going to try to take out that Lich. Console hot. So we'll see if we can get that done. Hello, Yohei. Hello, Michaela. Good to see you, folks. Michaela, thank you so much for the 15 months of support. Appreciate that. How are you? How's everyone's Thursday? Thursday's good? Yeah, I'm doing well. Spent all day shopping with your son. Nice. You guys get anything good? Find some cool deals? Work pants, new litter boxes, lots of cleaning supplies, and teeny tarot cards. Like teeny tiny tarot cards? Teeny weeny? Teeny tiny super secret agent man? Yeah, sounds like a great deal. Size of half of your thumb. Wow. Those are teeny tiny. I did some calculating on Amazon. I was calculating the cost of, so usually when I get Monster, I usually go to a gas station. Get 2 monsters because they're usually buy 2 for whatever price. I think at this point they're like $2.75 a piece. If you buy 2 at a time. So then I got to looking on Amazon. I was like, well, what if I just order some stuff from Amazon? Like, what would the cost be? And they're like, it's like $1.89 a piece if I order them from Amazon. It's like, okay, I'll just order a bunch of cases of Monster from Amazon and save myself money in the. Save myself like almost $1 a can. So, yeah. You get energy drinks from Amazon? Yeah.
Huh?
You give me the most mundane thing, and as long as it's teeny, I love it. Nice. So you must really love the pets in Final Fantasy XIV, right? She wore an itsy bitsy teeny weeny major and minor arcanini. Who? I mean, I see where you're going, but it's a little rough. Doesn't quite roll off the tongue the same way. Yeah. Oh goodness. All right, I'm gonna try something. I read online some people try this method where they just send one guy in, and then when combat starts, run them backwards, so that you have to fight at the door here. So it keeps some people from getting surrounded. I guess we'll try that.
I'm ready.
We'll turn off AI for now, so they don't go charging forward.
Ready.
Bottleneck the bastards. Yeah, exactly. So we'll try it. How effective it'll be, it might take a few tries. You have 2 tarot cards tattooed on your neck. Oh, on your back, sorry. Gotcha. Which 2 tarot cards? So... got summons we can do, we got spells we can cast. I remember there was a lot of fear, so I need to buff against fear, buff against getting stunned. This one? No. Dazed would be good too. Sickened and weakened. Right, I'm terrified. Right. But he's got the level. We could suppress afflictions for like a handful of seconds. 7 seconds. That'll help. A bunch of us get stunned. The Lovers and the Three of Swords from a deck called Dragon Tarot. I got them because I really liked the pictures, but they accidentally have opposing meanings. But that's life. That's I think that's perfect because it's the balance, right? There's always a balance throughout the universe. Nature is always trying to balance itself. I think that's perfect. Yin and yang, dark and light, good and evil, love and hate, chaos and order. Let's see.
Hey.
All right, let's save the game.
Hey.
Oh, I love it. I'm just making it known that I didn't do it on purpose. It was serendipity. Ah, nice. Yes. All right. Let's give this a try.
What brings you to my study?
All right, Mr. Lich. I wonder if it's worth going through all the things or do I just attack him? Subconscious brilliance. There you go.
What weak or strong, and
Lich.
beyond the grip of a but you spell. But imagine would you think of it is the reason we've all one of my wagers on alchemy, the most demanding, the power to warp and wind time.
I'm back.
Hey. Hey.
Oh, I should have. I didn't do this quite right, but we'll see if I can make this work. Alright, first off, check like
Need
this.
something?
Check like this.
I'm ready.
Get some. Get that summoning going. Perhaps.
Ready, Watcher.
Need something?
Tell him to cast. Yeah.
Ready, Watcher.
Okay, so we've got protection against fear. We might need to do confused and dazed. Let's do charmed and dominated. I think we're okay for that for now. Bump this up.
Hey.
Bring out some spirits.
I'm ready.
Do that. And we can do the defensive mind web.
Moe.
Have all these folks focus on this Argwol. Okay, next we'll focus on this guy.
Heck, damn it. Yeah?
Okay, next we'll... This going.
What?
That going.
Hey.
Hell will Can I not? Someone? Nope. Okay, he's in the middle of something, I guess.
I'm ready.
Okay, we got the defensive mind web going. We should disintegrate something? Ooh, maybe we could knock some people. What's next? What do we got here? Void Seer, Death Guard.
Gotta be more. Hey,
I'm ready.
Spiders.
I'm ready.
Have her put out some more. That's. This. What does this do? Burn damage and endurance applies the same effect to foe as foe target, the foe beam. These close worth a beam of light that heals allies and burns enemies caught in the ray. What's this? Foe AoE burns and blinds. And then this is revive. Friendly AoE revive. Okay. I've only got 2 of these, so let's do this. What has he got? Flanked and prone. He's immune to all kinds of things. What is this? It's a mock. He's all by himself.
gotta be more careful.
Worth it.
What?
Oh, we got him. Hell yeah.
Settle!
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yes. That went way smoother than last time. Okay, Grand Adventure. Expires a day. Oh, Grand Adventure. There you go. We'll have a Grand Adventure. Grand Adventure added. Quest revenue report. Taxes collected. Good there. Nice. All right. So what kind of shiny loot did we get? We got some pearls and some bones and some vessel flesh. Yeah. All right, Console Hot. What did you have on you? Ooh. Got his spell book. Console Hot's skull. It's a pet? And it gives you Visage of Console Hot. 1 per rest. 40 raw damage over... Yeah, alright. Sure. He had an Acceptor and a wand. Broad Belt of Power. +2 to Might, +2 to Resolve. That's good. Races of Deflection, Sturdy Boots, Spell Defense. Cool. Nice. All right.
I'll stay out of sight.
Now we loot the room. The shelves of the bookcase overflow with books, loose pages, and miscellaneous artifacts. Many of the spines you can see are scrawled with indecipherable glyphs, and more are completely blank. A proper search of the mess would probably take hours. Well, we got time. You find an old book on top of the shelves. It's covered in dust. You almost miss it. But as you brush it off and flip through the pages, you recognize it as an early copy of the Erosian Calendar. Hours of searching leave your back aching and your eyes sore. You didn't find anything else of value. A rare item added to our inventory. The new year, while only 150 years old and Valian origin as well, the Erosian Calendar is currently used throughout most of the Dyrwood and the surrounding areas, while the Dyrwood was using the Enduring Calendar. New Year just tells us about the... It's special because it's like the oldest books. Might be a collector might want it. All right. Da, 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 da. Okay. Witness. What we got here? Earthosian prayer, missives of the hand occult, dearest brother, or was it sister? May this letter find you in well spirits. A man of thuggish bearing stormed into my library the other day and demanded I help him find a book on the construction of an arquebus. I thought it proper service to wield to steer this man toward an illuminated manuscript on the subject of whittling toy soldiers and other miniature props. Unamused by my solution, I shrugged and said, "What is an answer without a question?" He did not find my spiritual rhetoric helpful or amusing, and he punched out 2 of my teeth. I trust your summer has been less tumultuous than mine. In more important news, my apprentice claims she saw the eyeless face in a dream the other night. I admit I was so mad with envy that at first I refused to believe her. We'll forgive me for such a lapse of judgment. She described an Amawa of brilliant blue hues with a featureless face surrounded by a swarm of eyes, no two eyes alike. She claims Whale ignored her questions and she can't recall any specifics of what was said. In fact, my apprentice seems to have forgotten many things since before this visitation. She could not tell me where she grew up or what she liked to eat. At first, I was so envious of her for having seen Whale with her own eyes, but it seems Whale's visit was to conceal, not to illuminate. I pray she endures the test of faith and can look back at the event and feel the joy of mystery. What is an answer without a question? Last week, I felt the solution was ignorance, but after Whale's visit, I feel a road without length is closer to capturing the riddle. I worry my apprentice will look back at her visit from Whale and feel cheated, robbed of some moment of clarity we all thought we were owed when we first joined. I tried to tell her she was lucky, but she was too young to understand. What is an answer without a question? May I be dead and my soul scattered to the winds before anyone knows for certain. Okay.
On the hunt.
A book is stuck to the shelf at an odd angle, and you notice that it's pinned in place by a stiletto. You take the weapon and leave the ruined book. Exceptional stiletto. All right. Lovely. +2 might, +2 resolve, huh? Let's see. He's got a bonus to might. And resolve. Tempered helm plus 0? What is that? Tempered helm plus 0. Oh, he gets plus 3 might per thing. Oh, right. Let's see. Sentinel's Girdle. He does not have a bonus to might or resolve. She does. Abaddon's hammer. Abaddon's hammer would be. Spells. Okay. What else?
I'm on the trail.
Oops, Maora. Ooh, another lamp figurine. Oh shit. Lovely.
Huh?
Okay. Well. So that's done. Moving on. And that, they say, as they say, is that. Yes. Yes, quite. I'm a little sad, though. Can't use that horn anymore. A little sad about that.
Not as beautiful as the Anguithan ruins near my home, but your fortress is impressive in its own little way.
This horn, Bergren's battle horn, where it summons 3 ogres, but it only works. I think it only works in.
Yeah.
We'll try it again later, but I think it only works in the north, up in. White March, I think. Okay. Did anything new pop up while here? No. Good. Great. Okay. So We need to go through... Yeah, we need to go travel to Cleon Rilag. Benamir showed me where to find Cleon Rilag, but he warned me to steer clear of the Glonfothan tribes guarding the ruin. Right. Because we know the Leaden Key sent operatives to find this site. So we're trying to figure out why the Leaden Key wants these operatives. The last thing we learned... The last time we were working on the main section, I think we found out that the leader of the Leaden Key, I'm trying to remember his name, Theos. Theos has apparently lived for a couple thousand years, apparently. He probably was born during the Engwithan times. And apparently every time he dies, he comes back in the same body with the same soul. So it's a very unique situation. Not sure if he's like reborn or if he just reappears. I don't know. Not sure what the deal is there. But he is the leader of the Leaden Key. He's the guy that we first encountered at the Engwithan ruins at the beginning of the game. Not even a reincarnation, but shit, here we go again. Yeah, pretty much. Lady Webb seems to have a lot of information regarding him, but she's keeping everything kind of close to the chest, kind of, you know, giving us information as we need it. I think the other... Right. We need to go... There's also for Adir's quest here. We needed to go to Cleon Rilag, which we're going to next. I'm not sure what to do about... I'm not sure where these cliffs are. But we should probably figure that out. Oh, the Battle of Yenwood! I forgot about this. Oh, shit. We should probably do that. I've kind of forgot about that. Oops. Let's see. What is this quest? What? Phylactery's Promise. Was ist das? Oh. Wait. Apparently there's something more. Hold it!
Yeah.
There's something more? This is kind of just... I don't think I know what this is. Ooh, something I didn't see last time. Because apparently you have to go back to, after finishing all this stuff, you have to go back to Stalwart. And... let's show up. You have to have completed both the Siege, which we just finished, and the Iron Flail. West of Hammond's Emporium. Oh, on the other side of the... somewhere over here. Hammond's... yeah, look. Oh, shit. Look at that. I don't know what this is. Captain Longa. A few town guards stand arrayed around a sprawled corpse. One of them turns as you approach, giving you a nod. You've got an uncanny sense of timing, Lord Gregolian. Oh, thank you. Yes, uncanny. This one here's been after you all day. Wait, what? Sagani squints at the corpse. Looks bigger than the last one. How can you be sure? Clever. That's me. Very popular with the dead. Right. Anya gives you a confused look, then shrugs. Not sure popular's the word. Seems like she had it out for you. She got nervous in a hurry when we happened by, nearly took Royland's head off. What row? I love how many choices Gago has that are legitimate answers for his personality. Yeah. Sorry for the trouble. No trouble. Put a good scare into Royland is all. Agne gestures at the corpse. I'd suggest having a look at what she was carrying. See if you recognize anything. The Phylactery's Promise. Examine the corpse. Alright. A woman's cooling corpse lies half buried in the snow. The cause of death is clear. A narrow wound under her throat. The essence here is already faint and fading fast. Search her pockets. You search the pockets, you got Barath's Kiss added to inventory. An unassuming vial full of dark liquid? Poison? Reach out. You plunge into a cold darkness, scattered images sliding past before you can grasp more than an echo, and then light. Sunlight filters down through the gaps in the canopy, illuminating short stretches of the bog. Mud and knee-deep water foul each step. Your legs are already tired, and you've barely started. You must resign yourself to discomfort. You'll come to the river soon enough. Follow it as it bends north. It is a mantra in your thoughts. Reach Stalwart. Find the Watcher. Follow him. Retrieve the Phylactery. Consulhut's killer will not fall easily, but if you are careful, the task will not fall to you alone. Your master will deal with the Watcher. It is only a matter of time. Oh, are we going to learn who was after Consulhut's Phylactery? Ooh. The memory slips away, returning you to the familiar sight of Stalwart Village. Perhaps stirred into flight by your perusal, the soul essence begins to dissipate, fading from your sight. The memory of the dead woman's journey lingers with you, however. To the southwest, beyond the White March, there lies a bog, and an enemy awaits you there. Explore wilds to the southwest of Stalwart. Okay. What was this vial? Barath's Kiss? Target, if successful, unconscious poison for 8 seconds. Primary attack, melee only. Oh, it's like something... oh, it's something you apply to your weapon? If successful, unconscious poison for 8 seconds. The dreaded poison, this dreaded poison has been a legend in Adir and the Eastern Reach for over 2 centuries. The method of its manufacture is a closely guarded secret. So secret that few actually know who makes it. Some suspect it is an instrument of the Bleak Walkers. Others that it is created by members of the Hand Occult. Whatever its origins, Bareth's kiss is still so rare that many still think it's a myth. Retrieve phylactery, take a colossal shit in it, make Lich regret every life choice. Yes. Do you remember what Console Hot's phylactery was, by the way? Which we currently have. It's his skull. It is literally his skull. When he was explaining to us what his phylactery was, he points at his skull and you can see there's runes etched. He said he etched runes on the inside of his own skull. And now we have it as a pet. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Which, actually, it's not showing up as a pet. Oh, I guess... That's unfortunate. It should be a pet floating around us, but there's no animation for that, huh? Boo! Boo, I say!
Huh? Hmm.
Oh. Outside. Take us a day to get there? It only takes us 12 hours to get there. Why is it going to take us a day to get there? What the cheat? Level up! Hey!
Mm-hmm.
Drakes will attack the stronghold in 6 days? Oh no. I might have to go take care of that first. Alright, let's level up. So I can't put any more points into lore. Or athletics. Survival, I guess? Make sure we spend all the points. What is this? Ciphers can directly target allies and enemies with... Yeah. Oh, I've got all these powers. Oh, I see. I get to pick another one, huh? 7 damage reduction stolen from a foe. Hello? 10 points stolen from a random attribute. Body of 2. Bow beam generates a rebounding wave of psychic feedback between the cipher and an ally that causes crush damage to enemies caught in between. Aim link, 25% of all damage reapplied to nearby enemies. Mentally link nearby enemies to a target, forcing them to experience a portion of all damage. Sure. Okay. Is there anything else I might need? Did I ever take body control to prevent paralyze or defense against these? I didn't. That might be the way to go for this. That is so annoying. Getting paralyzed, stunned, petrified. Okay. Have some more athletics. And some lore? There you go. I need to do, I think it's 2 weapon style, dual wield attack speed. Technically, he is dual wielding this shield, so. Are there level 7 scrolls? I don't know, maybe. I don't really rely on scrolls though. It's fine. Let's see. Have I gotten anything for him that I want to do? Generates interdiction. Condemns the priest's foes, dazing any enemies in the area of the effect. AoE daze. Once per encounter, huh? Sure. More mechanics. Have some more survival. And some more stealth. Send the pet, the ranger's animal, to do a takedown. 2 per encounter. Accuracy against distant enemies. Let's do the brute. He's using a staff, which I think is quarterstaff is under peasant. We could give him +6 accuracy with the staff. Sure. Okay. Supposedly we have 6 days. I am not convinced that we're gonna make it back in time. I don't want to mess that up again. Hey, Commander Shadow. Doing well. How are you?
Amazing. You could fit a whole village in here.
Tired? Yeah. Whoa! Okay then. Guess we're just getting right into it.
Yeah?
I'm ready. Ready, Watcher.
Hey. What? OF Fixing Anna!
We're losing people.
Nah, we're fine. Well, hopefully now you can sit back and relax, Commander Shadow.
Amazing. You could fit a whole village in here.
Oh, we lost one guy, huh? Lost a guy. Oh, I guess we could do a rest. Let's boost everybody's constitution. Okay. Moving forward. Hey, there's the shrooms. So, whoever it was that wanted the phylactery from Console Hot is here, huh? Got Will-o'-the-Wisps hanging out. Oh my god. Greater Peat Sucker Ooze?
Let's go.
Fog bats?
Yeah? Moeth Ixi Ana!
Moeth Ixi Ana!
I'm ready. Frero, Ceres! I'm ready. Settle!
Need something?
Fight it!
Need something?
What?
Yeah?
What? Moeth Ixi Ana!
Yeah? Need something?
No good.
They won't let go of her. Jesus. They really wanted the archer. Something fierce. Our hunter, or a ranger. Wouldn't stop fixating on her. Okay. Athletics. Stealth. A little more lore. There you go. Enjoy. We've already given her two-handed. We give her accuracy with the war hammer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Giant dank spore.
I'm ready.
No good.
Some dank spores, man.
Dead on!
Yeah. Sure.
Blazing cart. What am I supposed to do now?
Hello? Damn him, that... She turns toward you and promptly jumps in surprise. Blazes, where'd you come from? Haven't seen another soul on the road for a day at least. Need a hand? Well, a helpful spirit. Right out of the fables. I appreciate it, but I'll manage. All I need is for Benno to come stomping right on back. We're late as it is. Last thing I need is his damn tantrums. What happened with Benno? What didn't happen? He's a spiteful crab most days, but out here he's been downright intolerable. He got real sour-faced when the cart tipped over, decided to storm off in a huff. Now I'm stuck here waiting for him. Word of advice, if you ever find yourself in the trading business, keep it in the family. I could try to find him. I'd appreciate it. You bring that stubborn goat back, and I'll set aside some coin for you. But alright. I like coin.
Dead on!
Yeah.
Dead on!
What? Hey.
Okay. Sinking ruin, huh? Why are you... The plume of gas ejected by these vents have a strong, acrid odor.
Hey, you! I need help!
Okay. Oh, it's Benno. This man is half obscured by the riot of lights and sigils emerging from the mud around him. He brings up an arm to shield his eyes, peering out at you. Ah, shit, look. I didn't mean to trespass or any of that. He trails off, squinting past the lights. Wait, you're no cultist. You're too clean. Are you Benno? Yeah. What? Yeah, that's me. Wait, did Herla send you? Ha! I knew she couldn't be entirely useless. Look, help me out. I've been stuck here for ages. This thing's some kind of wall? It's got to be some kind of spell, right? I don't know the first thing about magic. Press his palms against what seems to be thin air to demonstrate. Let me ask you, what do you want to know? I'm stuck. Captive audience for your questions, I guess. Do you feel any strange effects? No. Well, there's this whispering, I guess? I thought it was just more of those wizard types. Okay. Shifts on. Alright, I'll have a look around. Okay. It's a fairy. Oh, it's a fairy ring. Oh. Fog Cult Acolyte. God damn cultists. Get out of here. He got his defensive spell off and then died. Assassino. Whoa, what was that? Barbarian. Just cultists. Ah, these sinking walls are coated in grime and vegetation. Age and muck have pried the stones apart. Thick vines are coiled all about the lower section of the wall, bristling with thorns, but there is a section just here where the vines are less dense. Use a rope for assistance. You pick your way down the wall. Here and there, the slick bricks threaten to foul your progress, but you're able to keep your grip long enough to reach the bottom. You find yourself before a large, rounded chamber flooded with water. Unique morning star. Oh, they did not like that.
I'm ready.
Isn't this like 35% chance to cast destroy vessels on hit or crit? Yes. Switch up.
What? Yeah? Moeth Pixie Anna! Ostek Word Rock!
Ancient Wraith. Not happy with that. Squeezing through the bars. Taken care of. Still no way to figure. Still haven't figured out how to help this guy out over here. Keep on go. Come to me, fool cultists.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Take a look at this.
Whoa,
On the hunt.
got traps. Ooh, that's a lot of them. Okay.
Yeah?
Ready, Watcher.
Need something?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Oh, can we summon? No, it won't let us summon the barbarians. Access denied. Oh, nice. All soulbound upgrades are completed. So we get Dragon's Breath once per rest. You are 20% chance to cast Taste of the Hunt. Nice. Cool. Okay. Excuse me. indication as to how we could stop that ritual?
Margaren's fire casts light in dark places.
I'm ready.
Oh dear.
Need something?
I'm ready.
Hey.
Prero! Ready, Watcher. I'm ready.
Jesus. I was not expecting this. Caught me off guard.
I'm ready.
All right. We got it done then.
Sure.
Angry letter. Verdun, I appreciate that you're attempting to assist me, but when I asked for volunteers, I meant just that. I have no interest in raising corpses, and these sorry victims of yours are of no use to me. I have taken precautions to prevent us finding ourselves hip deep in ghouls, while you clean up the midden heap you have made of my ritual circle. Perhaps you can take the time to refamiliarize yourself with the simple concept that a dead man makes a poor source of soul essence. Referring to ritual circle in the bog, it seems like Bardwin might know how it works. Or Badrin? Badrin. I have to find Badrin. Huh? Damn it.
Oh, my head is spinning. Stand clear. I think I'm gonna vomit.
Keeping an eye out.
Back in trance.
I'm ready.
On the hunt.
Always something new.
Need something?
Well, I think we found Bardrin.
I'm ready.
She got polymorphed.
Yeah?
Oh my god, what is hitting him? Somebody, get away from him.
Yeah?
Jesus.
Hey. Affect.
Cast it already.
Need
Jesus.
something?
Good grief.
Sure.
Well, that was Arcanist Bardrin. But, no information on his corpse, huh? Aha. Bardrin's notes. This weathered piece of parchment holds a series of nearly illegible notes and what appears to be some kind of diagram. A series of symbols, lines, the periphery of a crudely drawn circle. One particular set of symbols has been repeatedly circled. Well, that's probably how we... I don't know. Describing some of the symbols in the ritual circle. Perhaps this will help me. Alright. Thank you, Yohei. Squash them bots. Alright, let's see if this works. Okay. At the edge of this ritual circle, scratched into the mud, you notice 5 familiar characters, just like the ones in the note you found. Without knowing what to look for, they'd be no more than furrows in the dirt. Examine the symbols more closely. You crouch down, but can't see anything inherently interesting about the scratches. What, did you find something? Past the barrier, Benno watches you with rapt interest. Flicker of movement catches your attention, and you look up to see that you've gained an audience. In the dim light, the spirit is nearly invisible, a shimmer of essence that you can barely pick out against the fog. You begin to see more shapes coalescing in the fog. The first raises its hands. Wait, please. Who are you? What? Thought we went over that. Feeling alright? Bardwin called us here, but his spirit slips but his spirit slips our grasp. We would continue our work if you will let us. It is all the purpose that remains to us. The betterment of the self, the craft of virtue. This man Benno, he is pocked through with jealousy, with petty lusts. He thieves from his partner. He abandoned his child. But his essence holds the same brilliant potential of any man. And while your soul, Watcher, is a bright and fierce thing, his is fragmented, weak. Let us mend it? Shape it? How would you do that? As one might carve the rot from an apple, it is painless, freeing. He would feel himself unburdened. What do you think, chat? What should we do here? What do you think? What sounds interesting? They said his soul is fragmented. This man's soul is fragmented. He abandoned his child. He steals from his partner. And he's riddled with jealousy. Can you shape anyone's soul? Those set before us freely, those weakened by many turns upon the wheel. Yours has been strengthened by your journey, like tempered steel. What do you want from me then? Give us the time to work upon him, then we shall release him, and you may do with him as you please. Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know what the right call here is. Well, I mean, probably best to not mess with his soul, but... But, at the same time, he abandoned his kid? That's pretty fucked up. Yeah, fuck it. Let's see what happens. Do it then. You see the spell barrier ripple and Benno looks up in excited anticipation. But you sense too a sudden cold weight in the air. The gathered spirits shine all the brighter, as if strengthened by your permission. They move towards Benno and you lose sight of him beneath the whirling lights. It's strange. I've never felt better. I'm not sure what I was worried about. I'm going to see if Hurl is alright. I'll meet you by the wagon. Benno was freed from the circle once a cadre of bound spirits had a go at improving upon his personality. He seems more polite at the very least. With luck, he'll make the best of his new outlook on life. Okay. Yay? Yeah. Yay? Hey, thanks for getting Benno back. He's been telling me how much of a help you were. I owe him my life. He deserves the credit. Yeah, never seen him so say a kind word about anyone. Guess he made an impression. You've been a huge help here. It's for my personal stock. Figure you deserve this. Maybe we'll actually make this delivery. Any chance I could buy some goods off of you? You happen to have. Nothing that I really need. So, hey lady, what if you take all this stuff I've been collecting for so long? Oh boy. There's a lot here. It's almost different. Here, hold on to those. I'm super glad that this trader has, this merchant has a whole bunch of cash on them. It's really helpful. We might have a little too much cash. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, hi guys.
Can't get a good
Whoa. There's a lot of... That's a lot of friends.
Need something? Need something?
I'm ready.
Hey. Gothic word.
We've lost someone.
No, fight it.
Dead on.
Gothic word is wrong.
Thing isn't doing the job.
Need something? Hey. That didn't go well. Pixie
Been a while since I've seen Adair get his ass handed to himself. Let's see. So we got increased. We leveled up Steadfast. So now we have to kill 20 enemies. Kill 20 enemies, melee enemies with Steadfast to unlock that, or kill 100 enemies with Steadfast. Okay. He's immune to fright. Nice. Cool. Which I think he already has because of one of his abilities.
Yeah.
Hunter's Mail, unique medium armor. Corrosion regen. 20% of damage taken converted to healing over time. Unique medium armor, draining touch. Drains 30 corrode damage as endurance. Where's the mail? Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
You notice movement amidst the mud and debris. Inside one of the broken crates, a young bat flaps feebly, pinned in place by a fallen plank. Take it out. Bog rattling added to inventory. You gently lift the plank out of the way and pick up the young bat. It squeaks once, but seems otherwise content to peer out at the world from the relative safety of your hand. Is that a new pet, if we wanted it? Okay.
Yeah.
It sure is. I guess this is the only way forward is over here. All right. Oh, we have a skill challenge, huh? A wall of thick vines rises from the mud of the bog. They grow in unnatural twining cords, bristling with thorns. Though there are gaps between the vines, maneuvering through will take some care and time. Go on through. As you approach the vines, they shudder and pull away from you, forming a clear path through which to cross. You pass safely, only to hear rustling behind you as the vines bar passage, curling into a tighter knot of thorns and vegetation. Oh, well then. Oh, we're here. This is it. You notice movement up ahead. A robed figure rushes forward, stumbling through the muck. He blows a single piercing tone on a signal horn. The sound carries through the bog, echoing off the cloistered trees and ruins. Beneath it, you hear an ominous rumble, and the murky water to the north begins to bubble and pitch. Oh my god. A slick, scaly snout crests the water's surface. It is the only warning you receive before a massive beast rises from the bog in a shower of mud and bog water. Fuckity fuck, yeah. The dragon shakes vegetation from its horns, then lowers its head to set a keen eye upon you. Hold your ground. The dragon watches you disinterestedly. It stands still, as if waiting. You notice a small dark shape in the distance. You feel a sudden buffeting gust of wind from above. As the shape grows, a winged silhouette descends swiftly upon the clearing. As the second dragon comes to a heavy landing, you take note of the figure atop its back. A woman with sweeping horns, garbed in flowing robes. She slides from the dragon's back in one graceful movement.
The Watcher of Cadnua. I expected you'd find us eventually.
Hi.
I'm a little more surprised to find you're still carrying that abomination around. I imagine Consulhalt is better company without his tongue.
Yoheiko Maichird. X100. I cannot emphasize just how screwed you are.
Oh, thanks, Yohei. Appreciate that. Who are you?
I am Lengroth.
Wait. I thought Lengroth was a... Wait, you're not old enough to be Lengroth. Even Consul had to resort to magic. Wait, I thought Lengroth was a man.
As was my predecessor. He too lives on in me. We are all, you see, Lengroth.
Oh.
Lengroth knew something Consulhalt did not. The brevity of life should be embraced, not feared. Each generation brings with it renewed strength and saves us from stagnation. When his time came, Lengroth was willing to let go, to leave his memories and body behind. He entrusted the gift of his life force, his vibrant spirit, to a worthy successor.
Another Archmage? We have to fight another fucking Archmage? Maybe. We'll see.
Consulhalt clung to his pathetic existence like a leech. And there are others like him, who would see all the world serve as kindling, if only their flame can go on burning. Consulhalt's knowledge cannot outlive him.
That's why you were after the phylactery, to destroy it? So I'm a loose thread. Someone else will simply follow in Consulhalt's footsteps. You can't just destroy knowledge you don't approve of. Animancers meddle with soul energy all the time. Aren't you doing the same thing, transferring souls? Aren't you doing the same thing?
You misunderstand. A wolf devouring a hare has done nothing outside its nature. One life feeds the next. Ours is the work of generations, many minds coming together to strengthen one another.
Animancers meddle with soul energy all the time.
If copper wire and glass tubes were enough. Still, if the day ever comes that an animancer should rival Consulhalt's middling competence, I expect we will pay them a visit.
You can't just destroy knowledge you don't approve of.
What good has Consulhalt's knowledge brought to anyone? He was a coward, fleeing death, and you unmade him all the same. He would have used your very essence for fuel. A lesser death than you deserve, I think. But you made it out. In truth, I am glad you came. It saves me the effort of chasing you.
So why is the phylactery so dangerous?
Think on it. You must have seen how desperately Kith cling to their lives. What measures they're willing to take to ensure theirs is the consciousness that lingers longest. The phylactery was to be Consulhalt's great triumph over death. All the evil that Kith have done in search of falsehoods would pale in the face of what they will do for the truth.
How is it that you're working with such creatures?
These two? They're quite young, but already appallingly bright. There's no greater aim than to leave behind a lasting legacy, to teach those who will learn.
Lengroth's teachings are interesting.
She's teaching dragons? I don't think this is one of those cases where there's good dragons and bad dragons in this setting. I'm pretty sure they're all evil.
We will strengthen our souls as they do. Morgethien will be our home for eons.
So I'm not sure everyone's as willing as Consulhalt was to carve up their own skulls.
It only takes one.
Help me understand.
It's not as if you'll understand for very long, but as you wish.
Do you possess more than Lenguith's title? What about his memories?
His memories, his awareness, those died with him. But his power remains. As a watcher, you must have seen by now that certain spirits possess more strength than others. His knowledge we secure in the usual way. It is my hope that we will someday spread Lengroth's teachings beyond our numbers.
Oh God.
Your books are too small to read. Better to learn it in song.
So how did you become Lenguith?
A great deal of study and a little magic. Once a suitable candidate has been selected, their predecessor gives up his life and essence, and the soul is transferred. I studied for many years and was selected. But at any step, I might have turned away, buried myself in common living. My choice was to stay.
Song?
No singing.
You don't find that unnatural?
Not at all. The energy of souls is a natural force all around us. Every being leaves traces of their passing, even as their essence finds root in new soil. We accept that the cycle exists, and that death will come. It is what we leave behind that matters. A life bettered by our efforts.
You and Consul Hot always enemies?
No, not at all. Oh, he and the original Lingroth were distantly aware of each other, I'm sure, being masters in their field. I learned of his obsessions too late. Perhaps if we'd been on better terms, I could have convinced him to reconsider. Too late in any case. My apologies, Consul Hot.
She smiles at the floating skull. So, why are you out here?
Why? Because it's quiet, out of the way. The local wildlife keeps out the rabble. I've never minded being out in the open air, but some of the apprentices found it difficult at first. But a bright young mind that can't survive contact with blood and dirt will fare very poorly in this world. A curious mind is a gift. Perhaps your soul will retain that quality.
We must fight, so be it. I guess.
Better luck on the next turn of the wheel, my friend. I'm sure you'll be remembered.
I've never eaten a watcher before.
Okie dokie.
Hey,
Yes, we're doing this.
What? Yeah?
I'm ready. Ready, Watcher.
Mo. What? Yeah?
hey,
I'm ready.
Yeah?
I'm ready.
Yeah? What?
I'm ready.
Need something? Moe Pixie. What? Yeah?
Ready, Watcher.
Hey. Moed Ixi Ana!
I'm ready.
Druid's
Need
going
something?
down. I don't know how much longer he's gonna last.
Need something?
Lavaru.
Yeah, that didn't go so well. Good grief. I wonder if we should focus on Lengrath instead of the dragons. Didn't really get any damage on that guy. 115 defense, huh? Immune to confuse, dominated, dragon with frightened, petrified stone. Alright. Need to rethink this one, I think. Best way to handle this is... Then... Well, let's do another rest. Get fully rested. We have all of our abilities back.
Huh?
I just have to keep doing a lot of summons.
Hey. What?
Huh?
Be better about summoning.
The Watcher of Cadnua. I'm a little more surprised if I sent us. I am Lengroth. As was Lengroth when his Consul Hot's knowledge cannot better luck on the...
I've never...
Okay,
Something?
just gotta keep up with the spells. Basically. Conjure a fire stag
What?
to give ourselves
Hey.
resistance to fear. Summon some
Yeah.
things.
Ready, Watcher. I'm ready.
So I'm gonna turn off that. And try to keep people close, but maybe buffed again.
I'm ready.
Buffed some more, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
these things to go after
Hey.
her.
Be at peace. Yeah? Oh, excuse.
I'm ready.
What? Hey. Yeah?
Losing people. No!
Need something?
Yep.
Need something?
Ready, Watcher.
Wait, did we just steamroll the wizard? Now we just gotta deal with the dragons?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
You just had one of your cats yell at me for picking her up, and the other cat go, "What the fuck, Dad?" Oh, well then. Rock DR reduction, huh?
Need something? What? Yeah?
Ready, Watcher. I'm ready.
Getting slapped around by dragon's breath. You have a party favor, and that is going what? So I have a party favor, and that is going what the fuck? Party favor? Wait, what?
Hey. Hey.
Oh, the party favor is making your cat go with. Oh, I see. I don't know how we're gonna get past this.
What?
Dragon's defenses. Is there a way to buff? Crowns allies in the glory of the priest god, imbuing all our bonuses to perception, intellect, and resolve.
Need something?
Oof. That was a big.
I'm ready.
Yeah?
I need something stronger.
about to die.
I'm ready.
Maybe she could.
Breathe.
What? Need something?
I'm ready.
Yeah? What? Come on, get back on your feet! We need you!
Careful.
Oh, Jesus. Ah! We were so close.
Ready, Watcher.
So the wizard is easy to take out. It's the dragons that are a real pain in the butt.
Curse my aim. Can't get a good shot with this.
What do we do?
Yeah?
Well, there's some damage. It's only 14 seconds of damage reduction there. Maybe the other... Man. Maybe the other dragon is what we need to focus on. Once we get the wizard down, then focus on the other dragon?
Huh?
Accuracy is 96. The dragon was 100 and something defense. I know we have spells that boost accuracy. It's a little bit more there. This is giving us... Oh, it's a friendly AoE and a foe AoE. Oh, I didn't realize that. Oh. I should do that later, I guess. Oops. We'll do again. Friendly AoE Revive with 84 endurance on unconsciousness. Oh, I should put that up. Watchful Guardian. Yeah, that'd be good. Okay.
The Watcher of Cadnu. I'm a little more surprised if I sent us. I am Lengroth, as was Len when his consul Hots better.
Okay. So we are now in combat.
Yeah.
Summons rolling.
Hey. Need something?
Ready, Watcher. I'm ready.
Turn off the AI for now. I tell them what. Try to micromanage this fight a little better. All right. So first round of actions. Okay. You fellas. You get them.
Hey.
Beyond this. Huh?
Ah, shit.
Hey.
I'm ready.
Buffing everyone. So yeah, dragons just annihilate all the ads, I guess.
Yeah?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Huh?
Thickened. Why can't I have him act?
Ready, Watcher.
Lava beyond. Ulu.
This is not going how I thought it was going to go.
What?
Then.
What? Need something?
I'm here.
Fight it! Forward, Ixicana! What?
Hey.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Ixicana!
Need something?
I'm ready.
Can't get a good shot with this.
I might have to look up some answers on this. I don't know what. This guy's defense is just ridiculous. And he's got this breath weapon that just annihilates us. She's casting spells. Yeah, Jesus Christ. I don't know how to get past this. Maybe we're not supposed to do it the... Hang on. Maybe we're not supposed to. Maybe there's just a way to just give it over. I don't know. Whatever. What do I care? Maybe there's just... Maybe we don't have to fight. Maybe there's a way we can talk our way out of it.
Yeah.
What are our stats currently? Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
The Watcher of Cadnua. I'm a little more surprised. I am Lengroth, as was my predecessor. Lengroth, when his Consul Hot's knowledge cannot outlive him. More than that, he would have used. In truth, I am glad you came. It's not as if you'll understand his memory.
Your books are
A great deal I studied for many.
No.
Not at all. We accept that the cycle is. No, I learned too late in any. Why? I've never. A curious mind is a gift. Perhaps you're think on. The phylactery was to be It only takes one. These two, there's.
We will strengthen our souls as
What if I just give you the phylactery? The moment the words pass your lips, you feel a wave of anger exuding from the skull at your side.
We could simply take it from you. After.
I'm trying to keep things civil.
Yes. It feels a little macabre for my tastes. Like the Stelgar with a hair.
I believe we have much to teach one another.
I'm listening. I'm glad you agree. I've always seen it. Too many are happy to turn a blind eye. Let others destroy what they will. We are not guardians. But some things are too grave to ignore.
Okay. Had the right idea.
He was a wise man. Perhaps there is a way. A pact, if you will. If you truly mean to keep the secret of the phylactery to yourself, we can seal the oath with an exchange. A small transfer of soul essence. I would possess a glimpse of your abilities.
Hey,
and
Duke.
you, a taste of Lengroth's wisdom.
I haven't stolen anything. Yet.
How you doing? I have been trying to fight this dragon for a while now. These dragons for a while now. And then I realized, you know what? Maybe there's a way we could just talk our way out of this. Maybe we don't have to fight this ridiculous fight. You're sunburnt. For a nice 80-degree day and working in the sun for 2 hours without sunscreen. Oh no. You're feeling bitter. That's good. Well, don't forget your sunscreen next time. By soul essence, you mean...
Just that. Nothing untoward, I assure you.
All right.
Good. Then come closer, and we'll see it done.
Happens to you every year. Forget the sunscreen and regret it. Yeah, I could... just takes one time at the beginning of each year. As Lengroth's hands draw away from your face, you feel a distant loss. You suspect you've forgotten something, but you can't remember what or why you would care. There are other memories in its place, not images or events, but a well of information gleaned over decades, waiting to be recounted. In that moment of discovery, you feel invigorated and
Are you different?
Genfers peers down at you.
Smells different.
There. It is done.
Lengroth appears unchanged, apart from her pleased smile.
I hope much good comes from our alliance. To that end, a parting gift. Go in
Okay.
peace, my friend. May the spirit of Lengroth guide you.
Your stronghold has gained 5 security. Oh. Oh! We didn't have to fight them. Alright, well. Probably for the best. And we now have mental prowess? What, pray tell, is mental prowess? Mental prowess. You get +1 perception, intellect, and resolve. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, a little anticlimactic. But I wasn't seeing the way forward on this fight.
Amazing. You could fit a whole village in here.
I guess we thought we handed it over, but apparently we still have a skull.
Huh.
I should probably go empty. Chest. Chest. +3, huh? Yum yum.
Amazing. You could fit a whole village in here.
Okay, so we need to get down to take us a day. And there's an attack. Another attack. God damn it. What the hell?
Last thing the deer would needs is another foreign colony.
Okay. Annual resolve.
Can't get a good shot like this.
Okay.
Understood.
Amazing. You could fit a whole village in here.
So what did we lose in turn? Oh, we lost 4 people. Whoa. Yum. Okay. I think I had. Well. Let's go with.
Yeah.
Okay. Back. Move back out again. There, we can do a... Hey, Sungadif. How's it going?
This is the place. My big brother's last battle. I wish I could tell you what we're looking for. Anything from that battle, I guess. Whatever 15 years of rain hasn't buried. You see my brother's ghost, you give me a holler, all right?
Okie dokie. Do that.
Huh?
Who's gonna go on a grand adventure?
Yeah.
Not much here.
Man stands before you, his face smeared with green and ochre dyes. Hides and furs cover his body. One hand. Back to your village, Estremor. You are lucky the 3 tusked Stelgar hunt other quarry today. I'm looking for a group of people who may have already entered the ruin. Three tusked Stelgar. If not the toughest of the Glenfathan tribes, the 3 tusks are certainly the most belligerent and uncivilized. They tame Stelgars and ride them into battle, which tells you everything you need to know about their subtlety and self-preservation instincts. Have the farmers grown too fearful to even mention our name? We are the fiercest of the 6 tribes of Erglanfath, and we are the guardians of the monument here. What do you know about Glent? It's a sacred place of the builders, and neither your feet nor ours sully its stones, the grasses. However, I will gladly water with your blood. All right, settle down. Never heard of the builders? He makes an exasperated click. They are known by other names in the heathen tongues of farm folk. They are the ancients who built this place and many more like it. And we are the 6 tribes guard the legacy. Okay. I'm looking for a group of people who may have already entered the ruin. So are we. He runs his thumb along the smooth wood of his spear. That is why we wait here, Estremar. That is why I've decided to let you leave in peace. These individuals are my enemies too. If you let me in, I could bring them out for you. Allow even more Estremorn to trample sacred ground? Certainly not. Never mind the fact that the ones inside are probably picking the place clean as we speak. We will wait. If they are inside, they must come out. And when they do, he slides a fingertip along the point of his spear and shows you the drop of blood. All right. Okie dokie. Let's find a different way.
Too recent.
Oh, here.
Hey, something metal in the ground. Over by that boat.
By that what? Did he say boat? What boat? Boat?
I think I see... No. Never mind.
What boat are you talking?
Nothing over here. I guess they cleaned up real good after the battle. This is embarrassing.
Those face painters can't. These ruins are claimed, friend. On your way.
No need to get riled, boys. We're just passing by.
Look at his talisman, Pag. Eothasian.
How about that? A godless sack of shit. We got a blazing corpse worshiper on our hands.
Actually, they never found the body.
Only reason for the legacy is because the Duke doesn't got the guts to see you all slaughtered. The gods want you dead. Me and Pag, though, we've done our part during the purges, didn't we, Pag?
Seamstresses?
Make your cracks now. Got no god or homeland to avenge you. By Magrin, this'll be short work.
Has nothing to do with the gods, just
Doesn't
ignorance.
matter who it was for anyway. Country's better for the purges. Let's...
Bye.
They were right. That was short work.
Yes, I agree. The tip of some metal object protrudes from a mound of watery river silt. With both hands, you and Adir begin digging in the mud until the object is dislodged. Close your hand around it and pull it from the wet earth. The object is steel, semicircular frame, about the size of your fist. At even points around the semicircle, jagged points jut out like tongues of flame, the rays of a rising sun. At the sun's center is the carved silhouette of a Vorlas.
I've seen these before. They top the standards of Raid Saris. Or did when Weidman was alive. Well, it's something. Just not sure what it gets me.
I'm good with objects. I might be able to glean something from it. It's thought a lot of people would have touched the standard bearer's position of honor in most places, but the Raid-Sirens actually took to fighting for it, what I heard. Serious punch. It's not a lot to hang hopes on, but hey, we were lucky to find anything at all. Let me see what... Let's see what you can see. Better not make anything up. You'll wake one morning with snakes in your bedroll. You take the steel sun in one hand and clasp Adir's hand with the other, ignoring his uncertain glance. Close your eyes and concentrate. The sun is bright in your mind's eye, warm with the pulse of collective experience and noisy with the thoughts of the past, of battle, of faith, of home. You drift from voice to voice, thought to thought, Adir's soul a vibrant signature with which to locate his brother. One voice stands out amidst the din, brassy and earnest, a shade brighter than Adir's, but unmistakably of the same construction. You have no image of its owner, but his journey is imprinted within the points of and curves of the steel sun, and in your mind it opens before you as a path stretching both southward to Gilded Vale and northward over the uneven terrain that joins the Dyrwood to Raid Saris. You trace the path back to its origin, far back as you can find, gliding over plains and hillsides, to one-room home in Gilded Vale with a thatched roof and a dirt floor. The path is faint here, distance and time, rendering images blurry and details scarce. From Gilded Vale, it follows a road toward Madmere Bridge, reaching the gates of Defiance Bay before diverting abruptly, cutting northward in a beeline for Raid Saris. Path leads to Raid Saren City, regal and austere in the Adir Imperial style. It winds through streets and climbs a grand set of stairs into a stately building, passing through pointed archways into what appears to be a throne room. Upon the throne sits a man whose head is pure, blinding light, and as its gaze turns to you, the light drowns out all else. Its voice carries the force of thunder, but its words are impossible to make out in the imprint, echoes of echoes. The voice and light fade and the path bends backward, carrying you along into barracks, then back southward, marching into Deerwood, and skirmishing along the way. Upon one battlefield, the imprint is vivid, and you see a Raid Saren standard topped with a steel sun, clutched in the hand of a fallen soldier. You see a young man in Raid Saren armor, with Adir's straw-colored hair, race toward the standard and lift it. The path you've been following clear to see beneath his feet, and his hand brushes the steel tip. You can hear his thoughts racing in a blur as they are of his god and his country, and a brother he hopes is far away from this place. In an instant, the thoughts are gone as well as the man, and the standard is passed to another soldier. You pick the path up again as it meanders south and disintegrates in the shadow of Laban Rilag. You open your eyes.
Anything? Looked like you were working real hard there.
Your brother got as far as Defiance Bay before turning to Raid Saris instead. He met Widewind there, then he enlisted.
What'd he talk about with Widewind?
Widewind's head was a beam of light.
I figured that. Woden and me had heard enough stories from his uprising to know it wasn't just some tall tale. Doesn't mean he was Aethys. It could have been some wizard's trick. It's what they talked about that's important. What'd they say?
I don't know.
That's not funny. Come on. That metal sun, my brother touched it. You saw where he went. Now what'd he talk about with Widewind? Why'd my brother fight for Raid Saris?
Wish I had something better to tell you.
I guess that's it.
We'll find some other way to know why he did what he did.
I don't think we will. What will we do? Look for more war relics? We were lucky to find this one. Soldiers that fought with him are long dead. The battle was a massacre. Whatever Aethys knows, he's not talking to anyone.
We can go now. I've seen what I needed to see. Oh. I guess that's it. Okay, Bert. Okay. A broken bridge lies before you. Most of it appears to have crumbled into the river centuries ago, leaving two jagged ledges on either side of the water. You see a yawning passage into the mountain on the other side. You might be able to jump across the gap. Yeah? You clear the gap without incident. Oh. Well, all right.
Huh?
Don't need to mess with those guys at the entrance to the ruins.
Sure.
Hey.
Slowly now.
So better keep an eye out for traps. Trolls.
Let's go. Got him. Let's go.
Be cautious. Be constant.
Swamp workers over here. Just this one.
Dead on!
And the other way up. Okay. Well, we deal with. Yeah, let's just go this way.
Found something. Eyes open.
Deal with the traps. Okay.
Let's see this stubborn bastard. It's done.
Wow. Animats.
Let's go!
Dead on!
Huh?
I'm ready.
Yeah?
Ready, Watcher. I'm here.
Huh?
Margaren's fire casts light in dark places.
Tiny Animat. Ooh. Teeny tiny. We're down.
Be cautious. Be constant.
Corrupted druids.
Let.
Oh, worth it.
Corrupted. Oh dear. Well, that's.
Let's go!
Keeping an eye out. This thing isn't doing the job.
I'm on the trail.
Lead to lair of some beasts. Spoilings.
Let's go!
Just the worst.
go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Dead on!
Let's go!
It's done.
Stairs that go down. Okay. This might be circling back.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Dead on!
Sure.
Okay. Well, I guess we cleaned it out, so the only way to go is stairs, I guess. There's something over here. Be a way to get there. So there was a path. Maybe we go. Looks like there was a bridge. So I'm guessing we go down the stairs and we'll be coming back up at some point to this side of the map. Level 1. Alright. Spirits there. They went through this door.
Always something new.
Shh. Yeah. Shh. I'll stay out of sight.
Yeah.
She's dead. Hey, spirits. Would you like to play? Goodbye. Pictograms in the alcove portray a procession marching to an altar. A lone figure lies upon the altar, and another member of the procession drives a dagger into his heart. Something flows from the dying man into a white stone perched above the altar. Something flows from the dead man, huh? I wonder what that would be. Time was a veil to the godless, no blessings to reap, and no mercies to sow.
Now let's go!
Hey, Wild Days. How you doing?
Let's see this stubborn bastard. It's done.
Man and woman carved from lustrous adra. Pour the contents of a vase at their feet. Huh. I'm doing okay. Here.
Got him! Let's go! Got him!
Hey.
Slow but steady work on that. Adra grows from the central pillar and seems to spill down the steps. Luminous egg-shaped stones are nested within the rippling Adra. Egg-shaped stones all over this room. Interesting. That circles back. Hmm. Oops, what was that? Like there was more. Weapon? His necklace. Perception +2. Ah.
Let's go! Ah! Let's go!
Settle!
Got him!
We got a door over here. Door.
I've got this. It's done.
The spirits went through there. Okay. So that's the way that we need to go. So then what the hell's over here? And what's over here? Monsters, spirits, animats.
Settle!
Things that generally want to unalive us. A key. Lovely.
Settle!
Four egg-shaped stones sit atop short, narrow pedestals, all face in the middle of the room. Images of the alcove depict a row of pale stones surrounded by a suit of armor. Something flows from the stones. And into the armor, viewing it with a golden halo. Oh, they were sacrificed. Oh, I see. So they're sacrificing their own people in order to make animats. That's what's going on. Besides this mysterious rash that's slowly taking over your body, you're doing a mysterious rash? Oh no. Have you gone to see a doctor yet? I suggest seeking medical assistance for that. Oh no. That does not sound good. Sounds uncomfortable.
Margren's fire casts light in dark places.
Margren's fire casts light in dark places. Oh boy. It's just like that machine at the beginning of the game. Oh no. Haze of essence lingers over this body. As faint and insubstantial as a dust plume in a rider's wake. Yet as you draw closer, whispered instructions echo in your ears, and anticipation warms your blood. In a vision, you see the same stone machine you approached moments ago, but from a different height and angle, as if through different eyes. You'd heard rumors that some of your brethren were sent here months ago, yet you see no signs that anyone has been here. In fact, the cobblestones are covered in a fine layer of dust. Ash. You know suddenly what this will cost you, and you are ready. The orders were clear. The effects of the machine in Clebion Relag were wearing off. A child has been born not far from Deerwood recently, its soul intact. The machine would need to be reactivated. Oh my god, that's where the legacy came from. These machines are taking the souls of children when they're born, before they don't even get their soul when they're born. That's what these machines are doing. You and your companions take up your positions. You share a final look of affirmation between yourselves. They don't know your name and you don't know theirs, but you know that you're doing the work of the gods together. None of the rest matters. Two carved bands of stone in the middle of the machine grind into motion. They rotate in opposite directions, picking up speed until they spin like freshly greased carriage wheels. A wind shrieks through the cavern, accelerating with the stone rings. You press your hands to your ears, you grit your teeth against the noise. You're about to shut your eyes when you glimpse new movement. Rows of triangular flaps around the machine open like petals. You don't know what's happening in the machine, but you feel a tingling at your extremities. Searing pain spreads through your body, a hot knife separating every tissue and ligament within you. All the while, it feels as if you're falling toward the machine, your stomach mashed against your spine. What happens next is too fast to process. You awaken from the vision to find yourself kneeling and gasping for air. Holding your head, you let the tiles between your knees gradually come into focus. As you catch your breath, you remember the strange scene you saw outside Cleon Lys, where several robed figures fell amidst a howling bivouac. Looking at the ash scattered across the cavern floor, it is apparent that the Leaden Key has been doing this, whatever it is, all over Deerwood. New information. Who's this? Let's see. You hear running water and see a small stream that carves its way into the mountain. Inspect the stream. It's a shallow bottom, flickers and wavers just under the water's edge, but as you look toward the tunnel, the bottom disappears into darkness. From here, it's impossible to tell how deep its stream is. However, a faint light plays along the walls of the tunnel. The echo of rushing water suggests that the tunnel and stream continue for quite some distance. Alright. Save the game. Check it out. Wade to the tunnel. You take slow, sloshing steps toward the mouth of the tunnel, holding yourself upright while the current tugs at your legs. The cold water leaves you gasping, and as it rises past your waist, you fight to control your breaths. The stream bed soon drops out from under your feet. Current pushes you toward the tunnel with growing force. Put on the diving helmet and swim into the tunnel? Oh, yeah. You place the helmet over your head and press forward. It does little to ward off the chill of the stream, but air, at least, is in plentiful supply. The current pushes you through the tunnel faster and faster, tugging you downward. Over your head, the tunnel narrows and drops, leaving only a thin pocket of air. You take a final deep breath before the current drags you into the depths. Rays of light pierce the darkness, but the current is moving too fast for you to see more than flickering glimpses as you speed by. You keep your hands in front of yourself and focus on avoiding the jagged rocks that appear suddenly in the darkness, jutting from the walls. A light winks at you up ahead. You're approaching it fast, but it looks to be the mouth of a second, smaller tunnel. You might be able to reach it. Swim toward the glint. You wrap your fingers around the rocks, lining the tunnel, and peer inside. The tunnel comes to a dead end, but something glints among the rocks at the far side. You pull yourself into the tunnel, which narrows as you progress. At the end, you find a skeleton with a handle protruding from its ribs. You pull it free and push off the wall, propelling yourself back toward the main tunnel. We got the Rose of Salt Hollow. Swirling and tumbling through the darkness of the tunnel, You at last see a halo of light above, and you swim and kick toward it. At last, your head breaks the surface, crawling out of the water. You see at the cavern, you look at the cavern around you as you massage feeling back into your aching, cold, numbed limbs. Aha. Yeah. A morning star, the Rose Salt Hollow. Right. Where did we end up? Oh.
Right.
Over here. Where we've already been. Okay. Well, I guess we go back out the way we came in, so as not to piss off Glenfathans. Right. I think we can head to... I think we have to go report to... What lady? Oh, what's her name? Lady Hadra? No. Hang on. I just realized. I know what we should do next. I forgot to do this earlier. The Battle of Yenwood. We should try to secure our place as the Lord of Cadnua.
Last thing the Deerwood needs is another fort.
You've done it! I felt the change from here. It's as if there was a noise, a voice, underlying every sound in the keep, and I had simply ceased to notice. The silence now seems almost strange. You have done what the Earls, their descendants, and hosts of explorers could not. There is nobody left to challenge your claim. You are well and truly master of Cadnua. We have known that from the beginning, of course. But now, all the world will know and share my pride in your accomplishments.
What's the state of the keep? She's happy that we put it back together. Oh, that's just... Okay. Cool. Well, I'm glad I talked to her. We actually got a boost to our prestige and security for doing that. Okay, let's talk about this. Let's see, what's the state of the army? Send callouts, Cadnua, yep, hirelings, Knights of the Crucible. Believe it or not, but your friends in the Flames That Whisper clan. I've heard about the trouble with Lord Gathbin. Matron Bergerin said something about a vision. In any case, a messenger from Stalwart said that Bergerin is sending some of her clan to aid you. Oh, nice. You've made some Raid Saren friends, I see. I've been told to expect a unit of Pathfinders. Nice. How's the regular troops? Okay. Special allies. The Knights of Crucible reinforce the army. Ogres, right? And archers. Cool. Let's do it. Did I save? I did save, didn't I? I'll just save. Let us march. Battle of Yenwood. Ooh. As you crest a small hill overlooking Yenwood Field, Lord Gathman's army is a flurry of activity, scurrying to and fro. Even from this distance, you can hear the drums of war beating their steady cadence, designed to intimidate their foes while organizing the rank and file into battle formations. Marshal Forwin approaches. You've arrived just in time. Lord Gathman's forces are beginning to move. An attack is imminent. Okay. Inspect your forces. Local militia constitutes the majority of the army, but veteran soldiers have organized the ranks and walk amongst the young, unseasoned warriors, offering advice or the occasional joke. They cheer, striking sword to shield as you pass, in thunderous approval of their lord. Among the troops, a small group of warriors shine brighter than the others, Crucible Knights, standing tall in gleaming plate armor and armed with spear and shield. They stand at attention, spear centered as you pass. You pass a group of crag ogres, working themselves into a frenzy. They carve jagged wounds across each other's chest and back, their war cries echoing throughout the camp. Your troops give them a wide berth. And a squad of Raid Saren Pathfinders make ready for the upcoming battle. War bows are strung and quivers are filled as you pass. One of the archers spots you and whistles. Silently, each of them places a closed fist over heart in salute. Okay, any idea what Gathman is planning? Marshal Forward strokes his chin. His ultimate objective is to face you in battle and to be seen defeating you. I doubt he's foolish enough to challenge you to single combat, of course. Alright, we'll sound the horn, Marshal Forward. It's time to finish this. Marshal Forward begins barking orders and your troops quickly form up. Gathman's army follows suit as Adiran war drums echo across the field. Within a few moments, the Marshal raises a brass horn in the visage of a mighty boar to his lips. He looks at you expectantly. Ah, I see. We get to... Our victory, or our war cry, huh? Wow, that is a passionate response. Tonight the ravens will feast on our enemies while we drink, fuck, and revel in glorious victory. Your troops bellow across the field, pounding weapon to shield as the marshal's horn sounds. Dozens of bowstrings twang in unison behind you as the archers unleash a hail of arrows at Gathman's army. The missiles hiss through the air with deadly accuracy, felling scores of enemies. In a bold move, Gathman points his sword toward your position, giving an unheard order. His infantry, shields raised, charge the field. All for that after party, right? Your infantry charges headlong into the enemy. Infantry in the center of the field. Sorry. What? Your infantry charges headlong into the enemy infantry in the center of the field. The cacophonous sound of metal on metal is nearly deafening as the two forces collide. The fighting is fierce, and the screams of the dying numerous. Led by veteran warriors rallied to your cause, the troops fight valiantly and appear to be holding their ground. The battle thus far appears to be a stalemate. Then, A group of Adiran battle mages emerges from behind the enemy lines. They begin weaving their hands in unison with practiced precision. Suddenly, waves of arcane fire erupt among the troops. The acrid smell of smoke and burning flesh is nearly overwhelming. From the left flank, a unit of Rauatai berserkers, clad in plate armor and wielding greatswords, begins to collapse the left side of the line. The ground is thick with the dead as they press their advantage. Meanwhile, Bleakwalker paladins, dressed in dark armor and carrying sword and shield, stride back and forth behind Gathbin's lines, rallying his warriors and exhorting them to fight harder. As the battle rages, Marshal Forward looks to you for orders. Okay. Well, study the battlefield. Your troops fight bravely, and your lines are holding for the moment. Gathbin's army is slowly pushing you back, and casualties are mounting. Defeat is likely. Okay. We need to deal with those battle mages. What's your plan? Order the Pathfinders to give them a few volleys. There we go. Yeah, ranged. Yeah, arrows. Yeah, that seems good. Or we could send the ogres in. That'd be funny. Nah, let's go with Pathfinder. Let's go with the... Accurate arrow fire from the raid Sarens disrupts and fells many of the battle mages, but arcane defenses thwart some of the arrows. The survivors retreat from the battle and move out of range, but not before hurling a volley of fireballs into your archers' ranks. The screams of the dying echo in your ears as the raid Sarens are set afire. As the battle rages, Marshal Forward looks to you for orders. Alright. Well, now we need to take out the berserkers. And for that, we'll send in the our ogres. The crag ogres fearlessly charge the berserker enemies. Fighting is brutal as both Rauatai and ogre warriors refuse to give ground, but the size and strength of the ogre shock troops proves too much for the smaller Rauatai. When the smoke clears, not a single berserker is left standing. And then the Bleakwalkers must die, and send in the Crucible Knights. At the sound of Marshal Forward's horn, the leader of Crucible Knights, a Justicar with a long graying beard, issues a challenge to the Bleakwalker captain. The steel-clad formations clash and battle furiously. Both heavily armored units fare well against the other, but the Crucible Knights appear to have the upper hand. Yeah, thanks for the follow. Right. I think everyone on me. Charge! As the remainder of your forces charge, a horn sounds in the distance. A new contingent of warriors crests a nearby hill. As Gathbin's reinforcements charge headlong into the fray, his other troops cheer triumphantly. Shouts of joy soon turn to roars of dismay as the new arrivals begin attacking Gathbin's infantry. You make out the figure of Captain Emery leading the charge in her dark armor. She kills one of Gathbin's men with a well-aimed pistol shot before running another through with a gleaming rapier. Oh, that's... yeah, okay. She's the one who works for Gathbin, or did until this moment. We talked her into joining us, I guess. She fells one foe after another, pausing briefly at one point to salute you with her sword from across the battlefield. The betrayal by their reinforcements breaks the will of Gathbin's regulars. They drop sword and shield and flee the battlefield with a full rout. Or in a full rout. Oh, nice. Egolian! Lord Gathbin strides through the carnage, his elite guard accompanying him. The day can still be mine if I take your head! Come now, it's time I put you down like the dog you are! Alright. Let's keep this classy. We shall salute. Lord Gathman lies dead before you, his army scattered. Bloodied and exhausted, your remaining troops look to you, swords raised high, in victory, chanting your name. Holding the hem of his robe as he steps over several bodies, Chancellor Warren approaches you. Although his face is pale and he looks as if he will be sick at any moment, he forces a smile. Lord Gregolian, while I'm grateful this dispute is finally over, it is regrettable so many lives were lost in the process. Gathman should have just been reasonable from the start. He gags involuntarily as his silk boot brushes against a severed head. In any event, as the legal arbiter of Earl Baedmar, I'm here to inform you that you've been declared a Thane of the Deerwood, and Cadnua has been recognized as your domain. It shall forever be thus, and will pass down to any descendants you may have in the future. Of course, now that your claim has been upheld, you are expected to forward a small portion of any taxes you collect to your rightful lord, Earl Baedmar. Yeah, we'll keep this diplomatic. Okay. It appears my work is done. Feel free to visit the palace if he steps in a pile of entrails with a wet squish as he turns to leave. On second thoughts, I'll come and visit you. Yes. Yes. Perhaps in a year. Or 3. Lord Gregolian, it's been an honor to serve you. I'll be making my way back to Giron's Grasp. The Earl has some urgent business for me there. Unfortunately. Should you ever find yourself that far north, feel free to call on me. I'd love to trade war swords with you over a cup or two. He grasps your hand briefly in a firm grip, then turns on his heel. All right.
Yeah.
Time to loot the corpses. Ah, here we go. Gathman family signets. Lord's authority. One per stronghold. +5 might. +5 resolve. Immunity to charmed. And dominated for 30 seconds. Ah! For one per stronghold turn. Wow. Okay. Affliction. +2. Right, nothing new to report. Taxes collected, 137 to bandits, and we earned 2,100. And we lost some of our fires. Breaker. One more. Shock. Oh, there's Yenwood Field right there. Oh, nice. Man, F your taxes. Well, you know. It's only two things certain in life. Death and taxes.
Yeah.
Okay. That should be, other than our companion quests, should be all caught up and ready to move forward. We now need to inform Lady Hadret. I remember her name now. What we found. Lady Webb. That's what it is.
How fares your search?
Okay.
Well, let's hear it.
The Leaden Key is manipulating a group of Anguithan machines that span the country, and it seems to be causing the Hollowborn epidemic.
I had feared they might be involved in Widewind's legacy. It seemed too extreme even for them. How naive I've been. The Leaden Key's conspiracy is clear now. They have used Anguithan technology to engineer Widewind's legacy, and they want people to blame Animancy for it. As we speak, the Duke is holding hearings in the palace. He is listening to arguments for and against Animancy. When they finish, he is expected to decide whether to outlaw it. It seems the Leaden Key has been pushing Deerwood down this path for some time. I, for one, would enjoy seeing their little scheme fouled up at the last moment. Our Duke must hear what you have to say. Unfortunately, the hearings are closed to the public, which makes the Duke inaccessible until they are completed.
But I'm now a lord.
However, certain groups have been invited to attend. You might get in with one of them if you aren't above a little pandering. There are delegations from the Knights of the Crucible, the Dozens, and from House Dominel.
Oh.
If you can gain the support of one of those groups, that may be your best way in. See what you can arrange.
We made our way into with the Knights of the Crucible, so we should be good to go.
What of them?
Wouldn't they allow a guest of Dunreed Roar into the hearings?
We would only do that as a last resort. Walking in with one of the 3 invited groups puts you in a position of influence. Walking in alone as a representative of Dunreed Row would earn you distrust among all the rest. It seems our organization has a reputation for nosiness and manipulation, for whatever reason. It would be best if people did not see Dunreed Row's hand in this. Easier for them to embrace the truth.
Anything to know about the Duke?
Avar is many things to many people, and that is why he sits the throne. To the frontiersmen, he is one of their own. To the patriotic, he is a sole descendant of Admeth Hadret. To the nobility, he is from an old and established family. All of these are half-truths or exaggerations, a tale he has spun around himself. The man behind the tale may not be the greatest mind in Deerwood, but he knows people. He knows when they are sincere and when they lie. He knows when they are strong and when they are weak.
He knows when they are naughty or nice.
Outwardly, he prefers to come off a bit of a simpleton. Don't be fooled. Before he was a duke, he was a trapper, and an excellent one at that.
Okay. I guess we're going to see if we can get into the hearings, which means we got to go talk to... Get invited to join. We gotta go talk to the Crucible Knights. I understand the Crucible Knights are attending the Animancy hearings at the palace.
Indeed. Duke Avar looks to the knights for prudent counsel as well as defense. I suspect our future as a city and a nation will depend in no small part on how we handle this matter.
What do you think about Animancy? Despite what happened with the Forge Knights, Animancy merits further study in other contexts. Okay. Tell me about the hearings. They're progressing slower than I'd like. The dozens raise a ruckus whenever anyone so much as mentions Animancy, and the Dominoes are obfuscating matters on purpose. Nevertheless, I'm confident Avar will see reason eventually. I need an audience with the Duke. I'd like to attend the hearings. And we'll be glad to have you with us. Avar will no doubt find your presence persuasive, and we need all possible support to see that he gives Animancy a fair chance. Indeed. Make sure he sees reason. Goodbye. Okay. Return to Brackenberry, speak with Lady Webb, Hatter House about attending the hearings. I'm gonna go back. Back and back. Do-do-do-do.
How fares your search?
Okay, if I'm going to do this, I think it's time you told me everything about Theos.
I've told you everything you need to know.
But not everything.
It's only right that you know everything.
Alright, here we go.
When I was younger, before Dunreed Row, I had many suitors. These were fine-looking men of good stock. but I could see their thoughts, and they were unimpressive. Boys' thoughts. I toyed with their affections. I resented all of them. And then I met a man whose mind was a mystery to me. But he understood me. He knew me at a glance, told me things I didn't know about myself. He was neither handsome nor charming, but he was all I ever wanted.
She met Theos when she was younger. Okay.
We made a game of my gift. He would ask me about people, and I would tell him what they were thinking. Sometimes the information was very sensitive. And then one day he asked me if I trusted him. I said I did. Next I knew I was donning a silver mask and swearing oaths to Woodica. Using my gift for the leaden key still felt like a game to me, so I did it. I did it because it pleased him.
But it didn't last.
I don't like living in the dark. It's a powerless, hopeless feeling. Every day I did things without knowing their purpose. Every day I loved a man without knowing his thoughts of me. I sensed that there were things he wanted to tell me. I sensed that he knew everything the leaden key was created to hide. But Theos was unyielding. One day I disappeared without a word. He would kill me for it, and I knew that. It's their rule. I just wanted to see him plunge the knife, because then I would know. But the day never came. He has left me to wonder. I have devoted my years to learning everything I could about him, in hopes I would find some clue as to who he really was, and why he felt he had to keep his secrets locked away. I have precious little to show for it. Just an old woman nagged by old thoughts.
You liked me reading the war scene? Oh, thanks. Appreciate that.
And that is truly everything I can tell you about Theos. I hope you will accept this embarrassing story as a show of my good faith.
Yeah. No, I get it. We all make mistakes.
What of them?
The Knights of the Crucible have accepted me into their delegation.
Good. Avar Wolfgren looks to the Crucible Knights as a voice of reason and order. Speaking from their section should lend you credibility with him.
Alrighty.
You need waste no more time here. Get to the palace. Make your case to the Duke. With him on our side, all of Deerwood can be mobilized against the leaden key, and Theos can be rooted out. I only wish I could be there to see it. There is a very old bottle of a very good brandy that I have been saving for a special day. If you hurry back afterward, there may be a little left for you. Off with you. You're going to do very well in there.
Why does she think she won't be there to see it? Or, well, maybe just physically? I only wish I could be there to see it. Yeah, that's kind of ambiguous, isn't it? Is she planning on dying? Does she think... Why would she think she's not going to be there to see it? Either because she doesn't physically go out of the house, or she thinks Theos is finally going to come for her at some point. Yeah, okay. Okay, attend the hearings. All right. Let's go hear stuff. Eh? Oh, Whitehell Days. I was looking at your VODs the other day. I do have a suggestion. I don't know if this will solve the lag issue. But I think you're capturing the Elgato 4K utility. And I think you should adjust that so that you're just capturing what's being inputted into the Elgato rather than that application. Sure, and I'm not really entirely sure how you set that up. How you set yours up. Like how you're capturing the Elgato window rather than just the input from the console. Anyways, there should be a way to just tell your source. Maybe you need to adjust your source in the scene. Gameplay won't show up if the 4K isn't open? I never opened that 4K utility. That seems odd. Because you'll notice at the top of my screen here, there's no you don't have the application bars, the 4K utility up here. Yeah, that's weird. That doesn't something seems off then. You shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't have to have that application open. But I'm not exactly sure how to adjust it for it, you know. Well, anyway. I am going to stop there for the night. This is a good place to pause. Sure, Whitehell. Let's see. I will be back tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central. For more Pillars of Eternity. And we'll dig into the Animancy hearings. We'll hear all about it. In the meantime, I'm going to send you on over to the amazing Angelus Demoness, who's playing some They're obscure. See you fine folks tomorrow evening, 8 p.m. Central. Take care, everyone. Have a good night.